Hey folks, this is Matt, aka Slash, and welcome back to the VintageBeef Fan Server. Bunk. Bottom floor. Storage. Recently, my son, who goes by the name of Super Thunder online, turned 7. He had his birthday recently, and when I logged in, I didn't record the setup, or the actual display of it, but Drew swung by and gave him a couple of birthday presents to my possession here. Gave him a toy sword, a Nerf gun, and a popular CD. Can you hear the air quotes? I'm making them directly into the microphone. Popular CD. Which is kind of hilarious because at his age, I don't even know that he has... Well, I guess he knows what a CD is, but his primary source of music is like MP3s or Spotify or something. But in any event, he told me to tell Drew, thank you for the toy sword that I can't use because I'm not on the server. So, I thought that was pretty amusing. But it did raise an interesting point in my head, which is to ask you guys if you have any interest in having an episode here on the VBFS with my son, either, you know, him just hanging out with me while I play, or him taking the controls for a while we chat. The sky's the limit. If you guys are interested in my 7-year-old son, shenaniganing, is that even a word? I'm gonna make it a word. Shenaniganing. Here on the VBFS a bit. Under supervision, of course. Let me know in the comments, because that could be kind of fun, actually. But anyway, we're going to head over to the Biomes project, where I have exciting news as far as the Biomes project is concerned. And that is, once the Nether frame rate lag goes away, that is that the domes are completed. I have placed every block of glass that needs to be placed for all 14 domes. They are done. Now I may, for the lower 4 domes down there, I may decide to connect them as well. Right now they're only connected to the upper ring via one walkway. And I'm thinking I may build a walkway from there to there, and then a ground to there, make like a square down there with the domes as the corners of the square. So that might still happen, but as far as putting all of this massive amount of glass in place, that has been done everywhere. And man, am I glad. I am so sick of smelting sand and turning it into glass, and then putting it around gray dye, which of course I had to make from ink and bone meal, so I could dye it all gray, and then placing it all, and constantly messing up, and it was a big mess. It was a pain in the butt, and it was part of my burnout on this project. That's the reason why we haven't been over here to work on this in a while, because it was just doing this. But that has completed. It is done. It is over with. The domes are ready for populating with biomes, and I think we're going to get started on that today, actually. Let's just pick a dome at random here. That one's going to be Mesa. In fact, let me reference my notes real quick. I'm going to have to go... I do not have dual monitors, so you get to stare at my inventory screen here for a second. Is it in here? Yes, so the 4 biomes up here at the top. We've got the Mesa, we've got the desert, the nether, and the savannah. Did I just see a pig man? If I did, he already went back through, or I'm losing my mind. The latter seems likely. Lady Sin is on with me, but I don't think she's over here. Anyway, sorry, easily distracted. So we've already got the mesa sort of established for us by orange clay! But we've got 3 other domes available. I'm thinking maybe savannah across from the mesa, and then we do desert and nether. So I think we're going to go ahead and start setting up the nether today. I probably did not bring anywhere near enough netherrack, but we're going to at least get a basic idea down, if not the entire shape. And I think we're going to start off by just capping this for the most part here. I want the entryway to be more or less level, and then actually let's go ahead. The nether sort of curves a bit. It has some vague hills and changes in elevation, kind of like the plains biome does, where it kind of goes up a little bit and then down a little bit, and it's not all uniform, but it's not drastic changes either. Let's do maybe that, and then come across this way. Just one, maybe. So it's going to be mostly netherrack on the floor, and then me underneath. And if you find me, you win a prize. No. I was just about to say if you find me again. That's not at all what I intended to say. So we're going to get the netherrack in place, and then we're going to put I brought along a little bit of nether brick, and I brought along some gravel, because there's going to be there's gravel in the nether naturally generating, and I have a lava bucket. So I think what we're going to do is do mostly netherrack here at the front. And then let's bring that up a little bit over there, just to break it up a little bit. And random blocks is fine too. A little bit of randomness will help the build. Go like that. So once we get a basic shape down, then we'll refine it and we'll get some of the gravel down. I want some lava coming from the ceiling. And that's the other thing. This dome is going to be a little weird because I actually want to put a bunch of netherrack on the ceiling, just like there is in the nether. So it's going to be the only one that has has blocks up on the top of the dome as well. Not on top, but like sticking to the underside of the top is really what I mean there. Let's give this a little bit more definition there. That's better. So my original plan for working out this is looking pretty good so far. That feels like the nether walking in. My original plan for this was going to be to use MC Edit and go grab a piece of the nether. Oops. That I don't like. Just grab a chunk of the nether and pull it into Minecraft Structure Planner, which is a program that I've used in the past. It's very helpful. Let's do that. It gives you a layer-by-layer view of any structure, really. Let's do that, maybe. So that you could just click through. You could be like, okay, layer 1 looks like this, and then layer 2 looks like this. And it makes it very convenient to plan out a build, and then very easy to follow your plan afterwards. That's how I did these dome floors. I guess we'll just do that. Something like that, maybe. And unfortunately, Minecraft Structure Planner is not working for me anymore. The code for it hasn't been updated in ages. That looks a little weird back there, but we'll fix that later. Don't worry about it too much now, he tells himself. the code for it hasn't been updated in ages, and I think it only really worked with Java 5, and I'm on Java 7, I guess, now? So it just doesn't work anymore. You try to open a file, and it just dies. There's an error message, but it's complaining about something that the code would need to be changed to resolve. And the guy who wrote the code apparently is no longer maintaining it. He didn't release the code, so nobody has it available to update themselves. And this is not going to be near enough netherrack at all. But unfortunately, that tool is sort of obsolete now. Oops. And without it, I'm forced to do this by hand, which is going to be harder, but that's good in a way because it will stretch me more as a builder. Trying to come up with something that looks natural while freehanding it is going to be tough, and that means it's going to be a growth experience for me. It's going to be a growth that I should have checked out by a doctor. There we go. Do that. Oh, we should start putting torches down, too. Lighting is also an issue for inside the dome. I haven't decided how I want to light these. Random torches doesn't feel nice to me. Doesn't feel like that would be a very good display. But I also don't have any good ideas. I mean, with the Nether theme, I might be able to put some lava in places. I only brought the one bucket with me. But I might be able to do some lava in some places to give it that feel. Or give it, it has the Nether feel, but it also provides lighting. But the main thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that whenever somebody's visiting, I don't want them to be able to accidentally run into lava. So I have to think of some clever ways of placing the lava that it can't, that a player can't accidentally walk into it. But at the same time, let's do that. That's good. But at the same time, I don't want it to look artificial. Like, I don't want to put, like, a glass barrier around it and be like, here is the lava. I will hurt you. Lava, lava. I want it to still look natural. Just be, I don't know, like, you'd have to, make an impossible too high jump to get up to where the lava's falling in, for instance. So I'm trying to work that out in my head, and I haven't quite figured that out yet. And you know what? I should have a lava lake, too, would be good. That's going to be a lot of lava to pick up. And I don't have... I've been playing a lot of Attack of the B Team, and I'm used to being able to just fabricate, like, 64 buckets of lava and have it always available. But that's not really a thing in vanilla. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just have this guy kind of sticking, out on its own. And let's be cheap, too. Oops, I needed that one there. Reclaim a few pieces here and there. So yeah, I'm not going to do most of this on camera. I mean, this episode, I'm probably just going to do a bit of this on camera for the course of the episode, and then finish it afterwards, because I wanted to talk to you guys quite a bit here and get some opinions from you as well, because if you have any ideas on stuff that should happen in the various biome domes. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I brought, and it only got me not even halfway across. So I'm going to need a lot of netherrack. And that is all my netherrack from the house. So I'm just going to have to go rip up the nether to get the necessary materials for this. Unfortunately, most of the tunnel out to the place through the nether is through open nether, so I didn't get a lot of netherrack from digging that out. But let's see, for gravel, I'm not going to do anything with the gravel just yet, but nether brick, let's start it maybe here. I want to do... Actually, let's put the crafting table down too, because what I want to do is get some steps. I want to make like a... that's probably going to be enough. Now let's take this up, because I just changed my mind. What I actually want to do is I want to make what looks like a blaze spawner platform. So in order to do that, I have to go... It's going to be... Let's come out like this. Something like that, maybe? Yeah, except I need this to come out further. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm not doing this based on a picture. I'm just sort of winging it. So this might not look exactly like a blaze spawner area. But I will make do with whatever it comes out looking like. Oops. And obviously there's not going to be a blaze spawner at the top because I can't move spawners. But I wanted to have that feel. So something like that. And then right, because it's like it has steps leading up to it usually. Right? Am I remembering that right, or am I getting that wrong? I'm not 100% sure. But I think there's... Oh, man! My finger is slipping like crazy. So I think there's like steps that go up. I think there's steps that go up kind of like this. And I'm going to need more steps. I need 4 more, which is good, because that's how many you get. And can I make the jump? I can. It's an easy jump. I don't know why I was concerned. And then the nether brick fence sort of goes like this. Right? If I go sort of like this, like all the way around, and then it kind of goes like that. Or maybe it's more... Oh, that looks about right. I think it's more like that. Does it have those? That looks good. I like the way that looks. Let's step back here and take a look. Yeah, that kind of evokes dungeon. Or nether fortress. I'm cool with that. And then maybe we throw some of these in here like this. And then that way we can have it, when we get more netherrack, we can have it kind of put like a divot there so that you can see it goes a little bit further into the ground. Because these things are like really tall. Bye, lady. I think that was unintentional. But who knows? Alright, and then we'll come across like that. Perfect! That lines up exactly the way that it should. So maybe we'll put like yellow wool or something up there. Or, you know what I forgot? I didn't bring glowstone. We can just stick glowstone crystals in here. That's the way we can light this up safely. We'll have a little bit of lava, obviously. But we need glowstone crystals. So I'm going to have to harvest a bunch of glowstone, too, because I don't think I have much. And let's just throw... I just want 1 mound of gravel. Kind of like this, maybe. Just to sort of evoke the... maybe we'll put 1 over here. Like... Just strew it about randomly? Because I've heard of strewn. It can be strewn, but can you strew? That's a question. That's a question for the ages. Can you strew? Alright, not bad, not bad. That's extra. And then the lava bucket, we really can't do much with the lava bucket right now. So, unfortunately, that will have to wait for another day. And what were the desert, so I'm going to need a lot of sand. And I actually have smelted a bunch of sand into glass already that I didn't need. So I'm probably going to have to dig up, like, the ocean floor or something again. So there's desert, savannah. Savannah's dirt, right? Yeah, so let's go... Because the savannah is sort of like hills... Like the vaguely hilly plains, but with the acacia trees, essentially. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to place most of this just flat, and then I'll add the hills later. That might be a little bit easier than what I was doing in the Nether biome. Biodome! Oops. Come back. And unfortunately, a lot of these biomes, the grass isn't going to match, because it's all going to be based on... Speaking of grass, let's get one in there so it can start growing. Because it's all going to be based on our current biome, which is deep ocean. So it's going to look like that, instead of the acacia color. But there's nothing really that can be done about that. The only alternative is to use... a wool or hardened clay color that is close, but then you've got wool or hardened clay on the ground instead of dirt and grass, so that would look kind of odd. So I think we're just gonna make do with what the deep ocean grass color is and not worry about it too much. Hopefully we do a good enough job making the rest of the biome look right that the color of the grass being off won't even be a thing that people think about. So yeah, I'm going to work on these, and I think we're going to call this episode a little early, just because I've run out of things to talk about, and there's a lot of grunt work that has to happen that you guys really don't want to see. So... I'm going to thank you guys very much for watching, and let me know in the comments if there is a certain biome that you want me to work on next when I've finished the savannah and nether, or if there are any ideas that you have for any of the biomes that are going in that it's like you'd like to see, a particular look, or you have screenshots that you want to send me. Any input that you have would definitely be appreciated. But until next time, I'm going to thank you very much for watching, and then next time I will stop thanking you. No. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one.